Nigeria.
For life, man.
Nigeria.
For life, for life.
I know you are proud of your team. At least they got a win against Lesotho. Why are you laughing? Why the laughter?
Of course, we are proud of today's win, and we are hoping that a mishap is going to happen in the next round, which is the final round to determine who is going to go. I'm not a fan of the playoff, so we are only hoping that South Africa is going to lose the match against Rwanda, or maybe a draw, and Nigeria will finish the game.
You watched the game from first half to the second half. Let's analyze the first half. How was the first half in that game?
I would say the game was poor. I don't know if they had a game plan, but the game plan was not showing. I think the second half was way better than the first half, and you want to wonder why perform late. Because if you consider the quality of the opponent, you look at and you're playing an opponent that can't even complete 5 passes, or can't even play from the back, or can't even keep the ball on the ground, and you can't have your best game. If you can't have your best game against Lesotho, why go to the World Cup then? So but then we are Nigerians, and we want the best for our football team. So we are hoping that in the next round we'll do better.
It's alright. You watched the partnership of Tolu and Osimhen in that attack. How was the partnership?
They are similar type of player, area draw players, where you just bring the ball from the back and they want to contest and fight and struggle for the ball, and it's not a good combination in my opinion, because when you have players, though, maybe their game plan was to win the first ball and win the second ball, but I'm not seeing that happening. When they bring the first ball up, you have 2 strikers up there. If it goes to the left, you have somebody who can contest. If you go to the right, you have somebody who can contest. Then, who is going to pick up the second ball? So these things are not complete without. Details matters to me. Details matter. So I don't know. It didn't work out the way they planned it. So
during the podcast, I think yesterday, we talked about lack of identity in Nigeria's team. That identity involves our pattern of play, the type of formation we play. Do you think that you saw that identity in the Super Eagles team today?
Yeah, I would say the second half, they showed more character, where they tried to control. Though even in the last 10 minutes, they were a bit shaky, and that's credit to the coach substitution. They wanted to defend the game, to see out the game. So they were a bit shaky at the back, and even from the midfield as well. So just for some 15-20 minutes in the second half, they showed a bit of character. They kept the ball on the ground. They showed the quality that the team can actually exhibit. So they tried their best, but as Nigerians, we know the quality of these players. We want more from them. You understand? We want more. We want to see when Nigeria is playing, at least in Africa, when we are playing, we should be on par with the likes of Egypt, Algeria. The way you watch those games, they are a level above the entire Africa, because you see them always competing and always trying to get to the final end of the tournaments every time. So the quality, and apart from just winning games, what comes before winning games is playing good football. You understand? So these guys have it. They have the facilities. They show it all the time, and these are things that we want to see Nigeria doing.
As it stands, our last game is against. Before the game, let's look into our goalkeeping issue. The last time we had a goalkeeper was Uzo. The last time we had a goalkeeping issue, I think we had Uzo, yes. Francis Uzo in that. Yes. So after that, we decided to scout for a new goalkeeper, and we brought in this Wabari, who is there now. Yes. Looking at him, the type of howler that he committed today, that nearly cost us the victory today. Do you think that Nigeria has a goalkeeping issue? Are we meant to scout? Should we be in the market scouting for another goalkeeper as it stands?
Yeah, generally in football, my opinion is there is need for competition. The guy is good. is good. A very good goalkeeper. He tried in the last AFCON, in the quarterfinals and semifinals. He really tried for us, and we went far in the last AFCON, and it's credit to him too. And you can see in every of his game, he's trying, but I would say there is no efficiency without competition in football. So we need to look for somebody when he looks that I'm a fuck up, you fuck up. No, the guy went away with 2 errors. We considered one, and we were lucky not to concede the other, and he went away with 2 errors. So in a case where you have other options that can compete against the guy that is on par with him, you force out the best performance from him. So I just think he needs competition.
Iwobi has been one of the players that Nigeria usually criticize, but today I think he put up that work. He was almost everywhere in that midfield. How was his performance today?
Yeah, good football from him, Iwobi, and credit to Ndidi as well. I don't want to disregard his performance today. He was at the base of the midfield, and he dictated the game to some point. Though, we had a flash of what Nigeria could be in the second half. A flash, we saw it, but eventually it later dipped. And it shows that there's the potential for these guys to thrive, and they are not thriving. So NFF needs to look into this thing. Understand? The reason why we're going to blame the MFF is football is about culture. I was saying it in yesterday's podcast that today football is about culture. You need to create the right environment for these guys to thrive. Look at the stadium they played the game today. It's way better compared to that of South Africa's in the last game. And you want to consider that, okay, this is one of the reasons why you can see them show glimpse of what they are capable of doing. So we hope that. We hope that they are going to get it right. That's just it.
Yesterday, when I was asking you, I made you understand that we have played 8 matches, yes, and we have conceded 7 goals. Yes. As it stands, we have conceded another goal after 9 matches, making it 8 goals conceded in 9 matches. Do we also have defensive issue?
Of course we do. We should concede. If we concede against teams of this quality, what if we finally qualify for the World Cup? What do we do? You don't concede in that manner. It's their fault, and all along, a team that does not score a lot is not supposed to. I think there's need for some reshaping in the defense. The defense line has been too constant for a very long time. Kevin Bassey, Trostekong, Samuel Ajayi.
Benjamin Frederick, who just came into.
Yes, the center half. We need to work on the center half. If possibly they can recruit or get people to compete with these guys to show them that if you are not doing well, if you concede too much, the football is of the finest of margins. Just conceding 1 goal can cost you a game.
Of course.
You understand? So today we were lucky enough not to concede the other. Yes, we were just lucky enough because the guy clearly had a free net.
Of course.
And he
was just unlucky not to come back.
He was unlucky not to score the goal and start a comeback for them. And you want to consider that there's quality, but we need more from the players.
Rwanda lost today to Benin Republic, and our last game is against Benin Republic, who are currently 17 points, top of the group. South Africa drew 0-0 with Zimbabwe. South Africa are currently on 15th, second on the group. We are currently on 14th points, third on the group. As it stands, we need to win Benin Republic at least by 2 goals or a goal. Then pray that South Africa maybe will get a draw against Rwanda. Then that will give us edge in terms of head-to-head to qualify. But do you see Nigeria winning Benin Republic on Tuesday?
Of course, we have the quality to do that. And I was saying, Osimhen was showing character after the game. They were showing a clip where there was a huddle after the match, and they were talking to the players, and they were letting them know. He was leading and letting them know it's about the mentality. Speaking and all of that. So it's about what you have. Obviously, we have better quality than the entire group. We have better quality. We have better chances than they just messed it up. They messed it up, and it's so painful that at this point in time, Nigeria has not qualified. All the top African teams have qualified as of today. So, in a team that has 2 of the last 3 African footballer of the year, you want to see the quality. We want to see the quality. So we possess that quality. We can win the game. We can, but it's just quite unfortunate that we have to be there to take it. It does not depend on us now. We need to win our game and be there to take the necessary opportunity that might come with it. Maybe South Africa losing their match, We are hoping that South Africa is going to lose the match, or maybe they're just going to get a point instead of winning the match. You understand? So, but for anything to happen, we need to be there to take it. So, the Benin game is a must win for us. No complaint, no excuses. We must win the match and see what will happen.
It's all right. So I'll be looking forward to seeing us go through in the World Cup. So.